wrist from doing that before.
I'll eat the pocket chip. I mean, does anybody here genuinely believe that, like, fast one-handed dagger with shield and wind? Like, yeah, we'll see, man. Hopefully. Yeah, the growth on the stream, everything has been so good recently, though, guys. I can't thank you enough. It's like, I've said it before, I'll say it again. You know, this streaming thing has been one of the most, if not the most rewarding thing I've ever done. You know, and some other stuff in my career in the past, but nothing's really compared to this, being able to build a community and also just make friends in the game. You know, people like Melvin on Def Camp Raise, like these are now my friends in real life now. We've crossed that line in the sand. And some days you wake up and it feels like a dream. It's like, dude, I'm really able to just get up and play all day. None of us are exactly ballers or anything, but it's super worth it. It feels just enjoying it while we can. While we're still able to. Steel snap, that's a bit too blurry either way. All these quests are great. Four song reports, and I'm just going to do this as well. Since Sabakuma, I abandoned this, done with that. We could go back to Ashen Vale and do some of these quests. Or we could go to Hillsbrad. Hillsbrad stuff's falling off as well, it's already green. Stone Talon. Green. War Song Reports, get rid of this. Journey to Terran Mill. Yeah, let's go to Ashenville.
What brings you here? Answer.
Yo, Molly Rack, thank you so much for the Prime. Great dungeon run, stay safe. Oh, that was you in there, Molly Rack. Yeah, thank you so much for the Prime support. Yeah, great job in there. You know, no casualties. We'd love to see that. Best of luck. You were the hunter in there, Molly? It would be stunning for Activision Blizzard to leave that kind of money on the table not to do TBC Classic for sure. I mean, most people, if you ask them, gun to their head, you know, which iteration of the game they enjoyed the most. I've done it before on my stream as well. It's always like 80% TBC. So, and with success, Classic has been a success for him, right? I mean, it really has. I mean, it doesn't monetize as well as the other version of the game, but I think it like doubled, or yeah, I think it doubled their subs or something. Remember when that news article came out during the they had that like quarterly minutes or board meeting that everybody was able to listen into because they're a publicly traded company. They said the Classic doubled the subs. I'm pretty sure, something like that. Yo, what up, Texas? No, the Warrior hit 60 last Friday. Did you reroll the Alchemy, or are you still skinning? Yeah, I rerolled Alchemy. I was out of Swiftness spots, and I had the Swiftness potion recipe drop for me. So I was thinking to myself, I could get greedy and continue to have skinning, but I don't have Swiftness spot, which can really save you in a lot of situations. So I was like, yeah, it's just time to get rid of skinning. They could just announce the expansion but not set a date because of COVID. The simple announcement could be beneficial for them for sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's when they have their community's eyes and ears every year at BlizzCon, right? So if they gotta do the announcement. If they don't do it at this BlizzCon, they almost would have to do it at the next BlizzCon or something. And then I don't know if Classic can stand for another year. I mean, I'd still be playing it because I'm a Classic Andy, but I mean, do you think Classic has the legs to stand another year? Maybe if they rolled out another set of fresh. I think a lot of people would I don't. I mean, I would be playing it personally, but I think a lot of people would move on or lose interest, or the hype would kind of get deaded. What is that unit found add-on? It's called unit scan. Would need to be fresh service for sure. Loving the graphic quality setup, my man. Thank you so much, Viking. Got the BFD staff. Yeah, we did, Rob. What dungeons have you done already? We did RFC, we did Wailing Caverns, we did Dead Mines. We lost 2 people in Dead Mines, by the way. Two of our party members died to Murlocs on the way up there. We were running up the coast from Gromgal up the water, and we aggroed 2 elite Murlocs. We honestly thought everybody in the group was dead because we were right in the middle of the ocean. You can't run from those. They were skull level elite Murlocs that they spawned kind of unelevated up from those ruins underneath the water and just globaled our priest and globaled our hunter. We are 27 at the moment. Retail Andes are calling Classic a hardcore MMO experience. Retail Andes are calling Classic a hardcore MMO experience. What's a Retail Andes? A Retail Andy a BFA person? Shadowlands. Is Shadowlands out, guys? I don't even know, man. I'm so lost in the sauce. I heard there was some kind of launch event or something. Are we in the post-Shadowlands era? And people like Karg thinking leveling on an RP server is hardcore. I mean, you can have your own definition of hardcore. The game mode is called hardcore. It's a lot of fun, Tony. That's all I can tell you. I'm not saying it's the most difficult thing. I'm not saying you have to be Neil deGrasse Tyson to complete the challenge. I'm just saying it's a lot of fun. It strikes a really good balance between difficulty and just fun. Just fun, man. No catch up for the Dark Portal today? No, I think it's going to be next Monday, Astro. Pre-patch event is happening, but that's been happening for a couple weeks, right? I would seriously like to see some kind of server restart, like with private servers. Yeah, I hope they do one. I hope just to have a little bit of hype, something to look forward to for the classic folks. That when TBC launches, they do a fresh for the classic folks, right? I think that'd be a good look. November 11th. Oh, okay. This mode allows you to enjoy the game. Your add-ons, min-maxing, etc. ruin it by. The classic folks still have knacks to complete. True. I'm just saying, once TBC comes out, you're in a stage where, you know, those classic Andes are gonna have to explain, yo, why are you still playing classic when TBC is out? So you could give them something to latch onto and say, look, there's a new fresh server. I enjoy classic more than TBC, and not feeling the space vibes. It'd be a good look for Blizzard, but we'll see what happens. Do people really have to make Twitch accounts to do hardcore? No, not at all. You can record locally. I mean, ultimately, in order to make it anything legit, you need accountability over the characters, right? So the only way to do that is to record it. So you can record it via Twitch, via YouTube. You can just record it locally, send it up to Vimeo. Either way, you know, if you're gonna go to 60 and follow the rule set, we're gonna need some way to take a look at that run, right? So you can do it however you please. Shadowlands gets released in the US on November 23rd. Damn, so we're 10 days away from Shadowlands. Crazy, man. Jamin asks, do you remember the Wrath of the Lich King launch event where you could turn into a ghoul and infect other players? They're gonna do that again? In Shadowlands, Jamin? Yeah, you've been playing. You're like our Shadowlands liaison, Jamin. You've been actually playing it. How do you feel about it, man? Does it look good? Jamin, a trusted pillar of the hardcore community, man. I'm actually really curious. I heard some of the things you were saying, how you feel like it actually is pretty fun, the leveling, but one thing you didn't like was that it feels like you have infinite resources, that there's no resource management whatsoever. The items were a bit lackluster in terms of like soul and flavor. Only thing we know is retail has more players, obviously. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say it's maybe 3-1 probably. There's actually a lot of hype for Shadowlands. If you go look at the videos like on YouTube, and those numbers don't lie. You'll see somebody make some like guide on how to get the mounts, or like, you know, the newest transmog this or that. That shit has like 500,000 views on it or more. It's insane. So yeah, I'm not doubting it. I think there was a time Classic had more than BFA. We're going this way. There probably was a time though, right? Shouldn't there be some mod that marks you if you died? Yeah, there's a hardcore add-on that we're running, so I can do /hardcore show. And this will show like a database of almost 3K people who have died with this add-on. It shows, you know, where they died, a timestamp. Also, if somebody dies in the guild, it will do a raid warning out to everybody. So it almost feels like you're playing in the Hunger Games or something like that. It'll say, like, bam, raid warning. Cargos has died to a freaking wild buck in Ashenvale, level 19. Shouldn't there be some mod that marks you if you died? Yeah, there's a hardcore add-on that we're running, so I can do /hardcore show. And this will show like a database of almost 3K people who have died with this add-on. It shows, you know, where they died, a timestamp. Also, if somebody dies in the guild, it will do a raid warning out to everybody. So it almost feels like you're playing in the Hunger Games or something like that. It'll say, like, bam, raid warning. Cargos has died to a freaking wild buck in Ashenvale, level 19. Everybody will put the F's in the chat, pay their respects, then they go again. So there is an add-on. It also reminds you to record when you log in. If I do a /console reload UI, it should actually pop that up if you want to see it. There. I'm trying hardcore without streaming or recording it. My MacBook can barely run the game properly. Yeah, you see that? Hardcore reminder to start recording. So there's a ton of little features like that in it as well. Yeah, man, there's a lot of people like that too. Laps that are just doing it for the fun. You know, if you don't care about the gamer clout of getting verified 60, which, you know, let's be honest, only a certain percentage of people really do care about that. Get that validation, then yeah, just play, man. Which server is this played on? We are on the NA folks are on Bloodsail Buccaneers. On the EU folks are on Hydrax, and Oceanics on Remulos. !HC in the chat if you want to learn more information. Remember to level your staff skill if you haven't already. Yeah, big true. I think our staff skill is still kind of serviceable. 103? Yeah, it's not bad. So we're gonna go do those Furlbog quests on Warrior. Was anybody here watching that live when the Warrior was doing it? On the Warrior, we were terrified of this place. On Shaman? Yo, no sweat, man. It's gonna be a piece of cake. Shaman is so powerful. For duos, is it needed that both people record? No. Only one has to record with duos. But for the cup is an exception just because there's like real money to be won and there's like sponsors and stuff like that. So if you do want to play in the duo cup, which is tomorrow, by the way, if anybody wants to sign up, it's not too late. Last cup we had almost 300 teams sign up. About half that showed up, but 150 teams playing, competing for the $1,000. It's not even just for second, third. Like, we're giving away money for best death clip, best highlight. That's tomorrow, 1 p.m. So you still have time. Yeah, hit up your significant other, hit up your friend. Choose some classes, maybe do a practice run today, and it'll be happening tomorrow. It'll be casted on this event. I mean, on this channel tomorrow. Remember when you thought Shaman was a bad HC class? Yeah, kinda. I never really thought it was like horrible. Well, no, I mean, I remember kind of saying, yeah, I kind of remember that probably. Yeah. Nah, dude, Shaman's mad fun. I mean, so far. We were just saying that Shaman doesn't have a great escape. And if I wasn't Tauren, man, you kind of have some truth in that, right? No War Stomp, man. No War Stomp. I guess you could Earthbind and try to Ghost Wolf out. But you can't use Ghost Wolf inside a cave. I don't know. When does the Cup start Central EU time? I don't know for sure how the time zones work. I think Central CET is 6 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time is 3 hours ahead of me. So it's probably 9 hours ahead of me. So it starts for 10 a.m. for me. So that's... Well, I said 1 p.m. Eastern. So it would be 7 p.m. CET, I believe. Rock better back in. That's the starting time. I would recommend you like be logged in early because that's literally when people are stepping off. We tried a Druid hardcore. I did. I died early. It was with Graze the other day. We did the duo. We died to the Zebra and the Barons. Stab, slap, and so far. I believe we already replaced Smites, man. Frost Shock. Frost Shock is I just got a new rank of Earth Shock, so pretty much Earth Shock is better than Frost Shock right now. They're right at pretty much the exact same level in terms of damage per mana efficiency, but Earth Shock does more damage than Frost Shock right now by like a pretty substantial margin. Yesterday when we got that new rank of Frost Shock, though, it was better pretty much across the board comparatively to Earth Shock. Yo, the staff though, the staff is feeling really good. You have infinite swiftness pots, so you're good, yeah. Oops, fuck that up. Too much damage. I wish I had the leveling experience like you, so I don't struggle to level up 14 days, barely 31 levels, and I'm getting tired of it so fast. You know, maybe a guide might help you, man. If you feel like you're burning out, there's a website called classicwow.live. I'll link it for you. It's got a free customizable leveling guide. Like, you literally don't pay any money. You type in your class, your level, and it'll show you a route just for free in your web browser and how to get up there. That might speed things up a little bit for you so you have more fun. But you could also just hit some dungeons with some friends and try to grind out some levels that way if you're feeling unmotivated. That's always a good way to course correct the burnout. Oh shit, rare spawn. Rorgish Jowl. We mark it. Level 25, rare. Doesn't look like a rare elite. Just looks like a regular old teddy bear. What do you think, guys? I think we can handle it. Oh no, mother. Alright, good for you, man. Let's see if he wins. Yo, he's getting fucked up. Yo, Justice. Justice, he's getting fucked up. He went for the greedy yoink. Oh, yo, someone clipped that. That is beautiful, dude. That is beautiful. Dude was like, this guy's about to get the rare tag. It was so obvious what he was trying to do, right? Beautiful, dude. I'm literally about to open up on this guy. This guy walks up with half mana, like, gotta yoink it. Got him. Then the Chad Shaman comes in and scoops it up. Oh. Oh. Agi Belt. So Agi 4 agility, 5 spirit. Nah, mine's better. You should just delete anyway. Oh my god. You know, like, it's only funny because it was pretty obvious, right? What was happening? That's why it's funny. Because the dude has like half mana, like 70% health. I'm drinking right in front of a rare. I have it targeted. And he's like, I'm gonna make a big play here, guys. I'm gonna get a fat piece of loot. Shaman's trying to get this rare spawn. I got this. Just gonna slide on in here, and then gets like promptly deleted. Alright, let's head up here and do this escort, get the troll charms. On Shaman, I'm feeling good about this quest. There shouldn't be no problem. What's the add-on called for rare? It's called a unit scan. Can I get that guide like you were saying? Yeah, sure. Sure thing. Yeah, this guide, by the way, was crafted with love. Like, thousands of hours went into this guide. I put probably a couple hundred hours just reviewing it. I mean, I'm not the author of it, but I helped like test it a lot with Navik and Egregious because they've been working on this guide that I just linked in there, free leveling guide, since the day Classic was launched. They started the project, and they were working on it pretty much full time the entire time until release. It's a really fresh weapon. Wait till you get Grounding Totem. You think it's easy to fight casters now? It's going to be a joke? Oh yeah. What is this? Alright, let's go into this cave. This cave is looking pretty back in the box right now. Nice lighting in here. Let's see what we can do. We gotta be careful with totems in a cave, right? Gotta be pretty careful. I mean, we're chunking though. Look at this. This is so nice. The sustain. I'm gonna have 100% mana, 100% health. Because they've been working. Maybe just do like a little lesser heal with a... That's all it is. Yo, Shaman is disgusting, guys. How come you guys didn't tell me about this class earlier, man? Shaman is just gross. This is all I'm gonna use, man. Just a little lightning shield, Sword Totem. I'm gonna finish the fight. Full mana again. Absolutely chilling. That's it. That's all I'm spending. Earth Shock, Lightning Shield. That's it. All I need to spend, man. We'll take back up the full in that time. Just top ourselves up with the lesser healing wave and he's running, so. There's the hunter from the dungeons too. Oh, was it really? That hunter right there? Okay. So 2 mobs. This might be worth totems. Yeah, this might be worth some totems. I think so. Let me let's see. Strength of Earth, Mana Spring, Searing. It's gonna start attacking, so we're just gonna have to go in. Take first, then first. Positioning on the totems. I like it, I like it. Now we're probably just gonna right click. They're all dead. Do you want to get full mana after this? Oh my god, another one. That kind of scared me though. A little bit scary. For a second I thought there was 2 on there. For a second. Alright, this cave is kind of spooky, even as a shaman. Imagine if I was a warrior. This cave is sketchy, my dude. Thanks. Yeah. I am slapping though. That is a lot of density. So we're looking for the charms in here. Go back to our totems. Sip of Ice Cold. Targets, have you seen the new zones with the new engine in WoW had zones from Outland? What do you mean? I don't know. I've never heard of that. Did they retouch up the Outland zones for Shadowlands or something? I'm a bit out of the loop, but anything Shadowlands related, I pretty much know. Alright, here's the charms we need. Wait, what? Oh, here we go. Yo, Clutch Boy, what's up, man? It went well. BFD was good. I got some upgrades. I got pretty much the best thing you could get. I don't know if there's a better thing that could have dropped for us in that whole instance, right? Rod of the Sleepwalker was probably the #1 item we could have got out of BFD, and we did get it. So you could say it went well. Unreal Engine. I love looking at the WoW zones in Unreal Engine. If there's a new round of Unreal Engine WoW zones, I'm definitely taking a look. Someone recreated zones like Nagrand in Unreal Engine 4. It's kind of amazing. Dude, I'm about to check that out right after the stream. That sounds awesome. Love me some Unreal Engine. Can you link the leveling guy here too? Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, it's duo leveling friendly too, by the way. If you guys want to compete in the cup tomorrow, that leveling guide I just linked has duo routes, so you can put your class in race, and it even takes into account race. How sick is that? and you put your partners in there as well, and it will factor in your class quests into your looting. I don't think there's any other guide on the planet that does that. Duo leveling friendly guide. So there's that too. Is Navik playing hardcore? You know he's not. He was going to, but he kind of fell back into love with raiding. So he's been main tanking for Death Camp and Melderon's Guild, Eden on Scarum. And, you know, he has his Thunder Fury, he's all kitted out in AQ gear, and he's loving it. He's doing speed runs. That's his jam, dude. He loves it. He loves hardcore too, but you know, I think he likes that stuff more. Just the high end raiding and leading a raid, and he just loves it. Lives and breathes the theory craft and all that. That and arena is his favorite thing. He's a big arena player too. It has death skips though. Oh yeah, it's not made for hardcore. Yeah, just skip the death skips. That's all. I mean, it's dual leveling friendly, but not like hardcore friendly. But you can just anytime it tells you to die and respawn somewhere, just skip that stuff. What are the name of your dogs? Adel and Vala. They're just like German girl names. Let me see if the boxes respawned up here. That'd be nice. Nope, control charms. And push onwards to the escort. Can you guys imagine a full hardcore 40-man raid though? Yeah, we spend a lot of time on stream fantasizing about that to see, like, you know, how the meta would change. You know, people always make fun of the classic raids, right, saying it's super easy, and I'm not saying they're wrong, but you know, more of the skill when it comes to classic raiding isn't the mechanics and clearing the content. It's how fast you can do it, and it's kind of a logistical type of skill of just coordinating 40 moving pieces. It's just a different type of skill. Classic raiding and all that, but in a hardcore environment, it'd be really interesting because everyone would be choosing defensive talents. Probably wouldn't have any issues with threat. Everybody would be super dialed in and focused, and it'll likely never happen though. But it's fun to think about. Soul Link Warlocks raiding. Oh, that's true. Yeah, they did have that in Undying achievement. You know, I actually have one of those achievements. There's an achievement to clear out Naxxramas and Wrath of the Lich King without dying, and you get a title. I forgot what it is, but I remember being pretty proud of that one. Why are people still playing on Scarum? I mean, it's pretty much a free server if you're a horde. It's a PvE server. You're just like kind of chilling there. You have really no threat of anything. That was Undying? Yeah, that sounds familiar. You do TBC hardcore? I'd like to, yeah. 10-man Axis Undying, 25 minutes Immortal. Oh yeah, I think I only had the 10-man one. Adel is a very cute German name for a pup. Yeah, she's a cutie, man. I love my dog so much. One of the best reasons to exist is being able to have dogs in your life. So I guess that guy did the escort. He's not in the cage right now. What realm are you on? We are on Bloodsail Buccaneers, my man. US East RP PvE server. I know it sounds kind of sus, but dip your toe in the water. I think you'll have a good time. This was my first PvE server ever, really, and first RP server ever. Had no idea what to expect. Didn't have much of an expectation, but it turned out to be one of the most like coziest, most respectful communities. People are super chill. The RP isn't. A lot of people think about an RP realm. I think you walk into Goldshire and you see like a female night elf surrounded by a bunch of like druids in cat and bear form and stuff. I haven't seen that ever, man. It's it's been total. If you see RP, it's straight up just like free content, man. Like just icing on the cake. Oh shit! Two furlogs spawning on top of me. What do we do? Let's see. Searing Totem. drop a taunt totem. I have the worst stomp. I'm actually gonna do that, yeah. Worst stomp, healing wave. Up to full, ideally. Gonna shot this totemic. Should be good now. Escort's back up too. Need one more troll charm. We'll probably get it on the way out. Let's just start. On Warrior, I was so terrified of starting this thing, man. I was like just sweating bullets, right? On Shaman, I'm chilling. Absolutely chilling. Marcus, have you ever thought about getting a cat for the farm? I'm too traumatized by cats, man. I can't do it. I respect all the cat people. I know people view them equally as dogs, so I respect them. But I've had cat issues here. I don't think I could get one. I do like though that cats do help humans in that way. You know, it's symbiosis in the sense that, you know, most farmers do have a cat to deal with rodents. So that's cool. That cats have that utility that helps humans out too, right? Having a farm cat or something like that. But my neighbor's a crazy cat lady, man. I've just been dealing with that since we moved here. Your goal on almost every character will be going to Ghostlands for the juicy Wesson gear. Cats absolutely destroy non-pest wildlife as well. Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah, they kill birds all the time. Somehow, I don't know how they kill birds. They're actually amazing hunters, these cats. I don't know how do you kill a bird as a melee? How do you kill a bird as a melee? I don't know. They kill birds as a melee, I can't believe it. What the fuck is this, dude? What is this little fire team of throwbox here? Thankfully this guy has threat. I don't think he can hang in there for that long though. We're gonna drop a totem, taunt totem, fire totem on top, kill the shaman first, I'm guessing. He's hanging in there, he's doing pretty good. More stomp. Okay, he's tanking, he's hanging in there, but another one down. I don't think I can heal him either. Come on, dude. I don't think I can heal him. Alright, we got aggro, we're good. Definitely sip after this though. Watch, he's just gonna walk on his merry way. I gotta get the drink off before he aggro's that. Does he heal at least? Yeah, he does. Oh, he's good. He can hang in there versus that one for a bit. Cats being a melee? Yo, they are. They're melees. How do you kill a bird as a melee? There's 3 that spawn at the end too. Yeah, I can remember that now. Okay, this is a tuple. Should be fine. Because cats ignore pathing? Yo, true. True. I actually have no idea how they kill a bird. Do they just wait there in silence with like their sharp-ass claws and they're just like straight up stealth mode and they wait for the bird to get like a little sip of water at the fountain or something and they just pounce on them? Pound for pound, cats can take dogs, right? But the thing is, that's not reality. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? 5 mobs? Okay. Taunt totem, fire totem. It's you and me, bud. Rule. Yo, look how many mobs there are. I think we're gonna be fine. Trying to get this one off you. Yeah, shock massive thread rock biter. How's he doing? He's getting kind of low. We're stomp. He's getting super low, man. Come on. Attack me. Use another dice. One shot. First shock. Okay, good. Yo, he's like 1 shot away from dying. Definitely drink after that. I don't think you can heal it. I think think I tried before and it didn't work. It just healed me. I can try. I feel like I tried to heal it or like buff it. I think you can buff it, but you can't heal it. Isn't that the thing with escorts? You can't heal them. Oh, you can? Oh, it worked? Oh, okay. But you saw it hit him? Because it does tick up. He does heal like pretty quick, so you might have saw him just heal up to 100%. He heals pretty quick. Oh, it did work, okay. Gotcha. Watch the video of a cat catching a seagull at the beach. Yo, I remember those seagulls were insane, man. Hold on. Oh my god. I remember this quest being this hard. What the hell? Stone Claw. Oh my god, another one? Yo, come on. This guy's a healer to his healing wave? Oh shit, bro. This guy's running? Yo, it might be time that fucking Audi, guys. It might be time Audi's. Okay. Ghost Wolf, we out. Big escort fail. It's too much, yo. Pop out a Ghost Wolf. We're fine. Do we fight this? Do we win these? There's a guy here helping us. We need to kill this healer first. I have a fucking healing wave. I mean, I have a war stomp, which is nice. I got his next cast. Let me kill myself first with this war stomp. This guy's going berserk, man. This guy has so much fucking damage. The guy was bloodlusted. Healing wave. Dude. Someone started talking shit about this quest. This quest almost kills me, man. Oh my god. Talk shit, get hit, man. This game will humble you real quick. Thought this quest was gonna be brain dead on a shaman. The adventurers are enraged when their friends die. It almost was like, yeah, he was getting stronger and stronger. God. Escort Nashville? Yeah. Yeah, this is in northwest Nashville. There's two not gonna see a clutch moment, always one. Yeah. And never let your guard down the card in HC. Oh, it's so true. It's so true. The second you think you're strong, you know, you're like hot shit, what happens? You fall off a Zeppelin and almost die. That actually happened to us earlier today, man. You have to actually stay humble the whole time, or you're gonna die 100%. 100% death can confirm if you think you're strong. You have to think you're just like the biggest potato. Oh, what the? Look at this quest, man. 3 more? Did they buff this quest, Blizzard? Definitely Shaman first. Shock, blessed or shock. Yeah, Avenger next is the guy that enrages. Okay, we learned that lesson. Oh my god, my health, bro. Jesus. Dude, the Avengers are hitting harder than the BFD bombs, man. Check the combat log. I think Blizzard buffed this quest, guys. Stealth buff. Did you finish the charms? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I finished them. I think. If I didn't. I didn't! Alright, I'm gonna have to fucking call it after this quest. I'm losing the plot. Let me go get a charm real quick. Well, it's not gonna take long. Let me get this herb real quick. Yo, Craigs, the last hour work and I get the vibe of some chamois magic from the ultimate chat that is cargo. Yo, Craigs, you're too kind, man. Good to see you here, man. Dark Portal on Monday, bro. I've had a lot of people asking about it in the chat, man. People want to see the Dark Portal. Hey, what's up, Con? I'm doing really good. We had a really good couple dungeon runs. Got some sick gear from it. Got Rod of the Sleepwalker. Pretty much the best thing we could have got out of BFD. Got some nice gear. Things are looking up. But at the same time, I feel like we've had a couple close calls with death today. could purge the buff too. Oh damn, you shaman with the seasoned shaman strats. I don't think I've used purge once in a leveling environment. I just always viewed it as just a PvE thing. Because how do you even know what to purge, right? But that's something I'll start thinking about now. If you see an enrage, you might be able to purge that off. That's honestly a big brain tip right there. That can save your life for sure. I would need one troll charm. Troll charm, troll charm. On some totems, strength of earth, mana 1, searing 1. You won't purge if there's nothing to remove. Okay, yeah. So you might. So sometimes you can just check, just tap the purge and see if anything happens. There's really no downside because it's not going to spend the mana. Makes sense. Those, I need that. There's our last troll charm, then we're out. That's one of the great things about hardcore. All the overlooked skills and items suddenly turn into lifesavers. Yeah, we go 100%. That's well said. I like the way you put that. Yeah. Just so much changes, like way more than you would think, right? You think, you know. I mean, even me when I've tried Iron Man, because Iron Man was really like the predecessor of hardcore. Iron Man has been around since I think Wrath or something. I was thinking to myself going into it, like, you know, how hard can this really be? One life, all right, I get it. And I was just so shocked at how much it changed. You know, every talent, every item, everything is digested in a different light. And it was just super fun. He goes 59 planning a ding party Sunday evening. Oh wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll be there for that. That's the mage we killed in Ultimon that one time. Winky and I killed. The redemption run is nearing completion. Mage from Ultimon, they got killed by the scorpions. A lot of you guys saw that death clip. I think 60 to Sunday. What the fuck already? 27? Yeah, 27. I'm not Tactics or Tommy, but it's not our first rodeo. Was ever verify you're more warrior? No. I think actually I need to submit the ticket. The ticket is just gone. It's not even here anymore. I had a ticket opened with them and I was waiting for a response, and then I log in and it's just disappeared. Like they didn't even respond and say no. So I need to make another ticket. And I looked to see if they responded to it, but it's nowhere to be found. They didn't respond, so I just gotta do it again. I'm still really hoping they can do more so than the road. I'm really hoping they can verify that one for me. Alright, we need a few more Avengers and a Shaman. 4 Avengers, 7 Shamans actually. That's a Shaman. This is the mage that joined our thing earlier. Now we're going, oh god, they're all spawning around us though. Oh, they're all spawning on top of us. That mage might die again, man. Oh, jeez. That mage might be toast again. Real talk. He's running. Yo, only thing is they're gonna leash on me. This, ladies and gentlemen, is where we leave. Because once he drops aggro, those mobs I have to right on the table. They're gonna transfer over to me. Not today. Today, not ever. Oh shit, they're still chasing the epic PvE battle of the century. This mage, man. Just taking L's left, right, and center. Set up totems here. So what happens when Blizzard verifies it? You just get the gamer clout, man. You get that screenshot, man. You can print it out, put it on your wall if you want. Whatever the hell you want. These guys are the ones that slap going out. Oh, let me try to purge it. Let me do Jamin strat. Yo, big. 1 global, remove all of his damage steroid. Big Jamin in the chat, dropping some ancestral knowledge. Nice, man. Purge. So there actually is uses in leveling. That's awesome. Oh yeah, it works almost instantly. If you ever get a chance to talk to Omer, tell him to add deaths to the slash blade, bro. You think I have that kind of clout, man? I guess I did meet Omar, but I know I pretty much have no connections to Blizzard. Does weapon skill change going into TBC? I can't decide which race to make it. I go for Shaman. Yeah, the weapon skill is gone. Doesn't exist anymore. It turns into expertise. But with that said, expertise is pretty impact. It does have some impact for sure. So, which class are you thinking of? I can give you a low IQ response. What are you thinking about? Did you say your class? What, warrior? Oh, shaman, for shaman. Shaman on the... I mean, pretty much, if you can be orc, you go orc. When it comes to TBC. If you want the simple answer. If you can go orc, you go orc. Orc is just disgusting in TBC, PvE, PvP, doesn't matter. You could maybe go... Yeah, orc is just insane, man. The expertise you get from your racial actually changes. Isn't this interesting, guys? Here, if you're type something in the chat if you're alive. If you're an orc and you're a tank, like a main tank orc, your weapon progression as a tank changes. You actually use the exalted axe that you get from Thrallmar for a super long time, pretty much all the way to SSC. If you're an orc, how insane is that? But if you're not an orc, you'll pick up King's Defender and Karazhan. That was one thing that just blew me away when I learned that. I was like, what? Weapon skill is that big of a deal? I mean, expertise? It's that big of a deal, apparently. And so you get to use a weapon all the through into SSC, because you get this, I forgot, there's like a mace in SSC that drops, that's the upgrade. I forgot what it's called, but it's off Lurker. But you pretty much get to use a guaranteed reputation weapon from Thrallmar all the way till then as tank, which is sick, man, honestly. Mallet of the Tides. Oh, is that it? So we all know you're down with peppermint PSL. What about peppermint mochas? I love seasonal beverages, man. I absolutely love them. I can get down with some peppermint mocha. Yesterday I went to Starbucks. I got the creme brulee one, the holiday creme brulee. Okay, this Avenger is about to enrage, but we got the counterplay, right? We got the counterplay. Ready? Oh, he didn't enrage. We got the purge counterplay. We are slapping. Yeah, the holiday creme brulee. Yeah, it's pretty good. And if anybody finds those drinks at Starbucks, let me give you a pro life tip right now. If you find those drinks at Starbucks too sugary, a lot of people just drink black coffee. You know, you like the flavor profile, but they're too sugary. What you can do, and Jama knows this is the play too, and it's also a cost savings as well. You can just get regular Pike, which is just like the regular coffee. You can't just buy regular coffee, you have to buy Pike. That's just a fancy way of saying it. And just add 2 pumps, or 1 pump even, however many pumps to taste, of said flavoring. And you'll get a cheaper beverage that's flavored with that holiday spirit that is less sugary. There it is. Just pick Orc because they're badass, can't go wrong. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, you preaching to the choir here. I love Orc, it's my favorite race. So we need one more Avenger and we're done. Pathfinder, Avenger, here we go. Final Avenger, the final Enrage boy. Rank 1 Lightning Bolt. You got some plants or only veggies? Yeah, I did. I mean, there were some guests that came over, so I just was in a science project. I grew a couple. They're fun to grow. Getting pretty much zero value from growing them, but it was fun. I just drink regular filtered coffee with a tiny bit of milk. Yeah, I love coffee so much. I cannot stand pumpkin spice. Is it because it's too sweet? That's usually what you're gonna say, right? I mean, can you really hate, like, what is pumpkin spice? It's got nutmeg, It's got cinnamon. It's got, I mean, all these things are great, right? It's just usually the syrupy, overly sweet taste that people can't stand about it. But if you dial that down a little bit, if you have a few less pumps, then... My old friend told me cream and sugar, 3 packets of sugar, 3 pumps of cream. He had to start specifying one of each after that made sense, though. Yeah, I got my McDonald's coffee order down. 6 cream, 2 sugar. That's it for the large coffee. I think Gargo should go with the Boomkin leveling challenge. That's how I leveled, except not hardcore. I tried leveling a Boomkin, bro. It was rough. He's sitting there right now as a 49 normal character. It was rough. I couldn't make it work, man. And that was with, I was spending some money. I bought the staff of that epic staff, glowing Brightwood staff. I bought him all the goodies at 49, and it was just taking forever. There was a lot of drinking. I really wanted it to work. Def Camp and Melderon TV. I'm a 2-pump guy myself. What's up, man? Is that Melderon? That's gotta be Melderon. That's gotta be Melderon. 3 creams, 2 sweetener. Loretta. Good to know. Good to know. I know that's why we're brothers, Melderon. 2 pumps. How's work, Melderon? You working and lurking? Oh no, it's past the work day, 5:30. Over in Philly. Check that out, guys. This is what happens when somebody dies with the add-on. Melderon, I don't know if you've seen that, man. Raid warning pops up, says this person has died, and then you can see the guild chat. Check this out. You're gonna love this. The guild chat's so many Fs. The amount of Fs has gone up just massively since they've implemented this into the add-on. Just a sea of Fs anytime someone dies, because everybody gets pinged. It's like you're playing the Hunger Games, you know? It's very immersive, you know? You feel like you're like a survivor out just trying to stay alive, you know? People just dropping left and right. Volkodav redeeming 2,500 gnome scalps for advice on a topic. What kind of advice can help you out with, my man? Do my best. Damn, bro, it's awesome. Yeah, man, there's been some nice improvements to the add-on. The add-on is looking super good. It's not, you know, crashing the game and ruining everybody's experience anymore either. Alright, I'm 100% going to try hardcore right now. What's the server and guild? Good to hear, man. We're on a blood sale for the NA folks. EU's on Hydrax and Oceanics on Remulos. You plan to wear dagger at 30 level? If we can get a sick dagger, I'm down. I want to try all of it, man. Dagger, Ellie, 2-handed. Yeah, we actually have the King Shaman in here, Melderon. Watching over us. Melderon, check this out. Yo, you still here, Melderon? You know what Smite's hammer is, Melderon? I'm sure you do. I mean, you're more of a horde, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out why the CWL Gear Tool was telling me that Smite's hammer was better than this. I feel like maybe I'm missing something. I just picked this up at a BFD, dropped off the second to last boss. Sleepwalker, Rod. It said that Smites was just super good, and I mean, this is like about 4 DPS higher. Yeah, it is faster, but I don't have Wind Fury or anything. Or Storm Strike. LE post 40 is crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna consult you, man, if you have a second once we get up into the 40s, if we get up into the 40s, so I can learn how to pump as an LE. I have no idea. I assume you just pull with like Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning Shock, and it's just dead. And then just use Elemental, what is it, Mastery? Elemental Mastery off cooldown.
Speak, friend.
Buy a lot of water.
Go forth to
King of the
victory.
Falcon. Wait, no, that's it. As Shaman, we might be able to do it, though. Do we try? This is an absolute non-starter on Warrior, on Rogue, on Shaman. This might be possible. I'll hang on to it. For now, usually we'll just immediately abandon it.
Later.
Shaman's pretty strong. At the same time, Shaman struggles against multiple mobs, though. Like, if it's one strong mob, you can kite it around till Kingdom Come, but multiple medium-sized targets, medium-sized threats, kind of bad time for Shaman. You have no pushback resistance unless you're in the rest, though, so...
How, farewell! Zug.
Greetings from Norway. Good luck. Hey, Brother, good to have you. Pretty much I go over it in the advanced leveling guide. Yeah, I've been chipping away at that guide. It's really good stuff. That quest is too hard, bro. You don't think we can do it even a shaman? Ask Race couldn't do it. 3 lightning bolts, shock, then melee do that. Elemental mastery, chain lightning, shock when you need the extra huge hits. I kind of hate the slow weapons if you get a dodge and parry. Oh yeah, no, I feel you on core and on hardcore. That's a real consideration, right? Like shaman, it's not that bad because you have shocks to like do some sort of intermittent damage. But on warrior, I mean, if your weapons misses a couple times, then you're like 15 seconds with no damage coming out, and you're just kind of sitting there.
Blood and thunder. Dabu.
Let's fly to Splendor Tree.
Strength.
Yo, Scepter, good to see you. If you reach 60, is the hardcore done, or is it still deficit delete? Yeah, when you hit 60, you're free. Like at a certain point, you feel like you're just playing for the pink slip with your character. If you know that expression from like Need for Speed, or not Need for Speed. What was that movie with Paul Walker and at the Fast and Furious? You're playing for the pink slip, trying to keep your character at a certain point. But then once you hit 60, you keep your character, and it feels so good. Like at a certain point, like that's what you're playing for, not even for the gamer clout. You just think to yourself, yo, I started on this adventure. It's gonna be scummy as hell. If I don't delete my character, people know I'm doing this adventure. I have to finish it. If I die, you know, I won't be able to have this character anymore. I want to play this character in TBC. I may want to do something with this character one day, and that ends up being like the carrot on a stick at a certain point. Hello, Cargos. Greetings from Germany. Sitting here in quarantine. Nice, man. Yo, shout out to Germany. We're in Germany. Love Germany. Berlin, Frankfurt. Mainly Berlin. That was the place I went to the most. Still haven't had a good curry verse since I was in Berlin a couple years ago. I might try to make one a curry verse. The thing is, I don't know if you can get that curry here in America. I have a lock on Bloodsail along with a Pally and a Rogue. All 3 aren't hardcore. Yeah, you said you've been playing here from the start, huh, Eric? It's a great server, man. You guys created a great community here. Gonna continue the Rogue and Warrior to TPC as hardcore. Well, my Rogue, yeah, I think so. Actually, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna delete them. Those characters, in my mind, I can keep those characters in my mind. If I do TBC hardcore, it's gonna be a fresh character for TBC. There is curry in America, but all curries are created are different, right? Like very different. I love curry. I'm a huge curry like fiend. Like to me, there's very few things in life that is more hearty than like a bowl of sticky white rice, some jasmine rice, or some sushi rice with some curry on top. Just amazing. But you know, Indian curry, totally different flavor profiles. You got the lamb vindaloo, you got the chicken tikka, that butter chicken type curry. You got the Japanese curry, that dark brown curry that you would like. Tonkatsu or like chicken katsu. Then you got like the Thai curries, the coconut curries, the Penang, right? Got some coconut in there. It's kind of milky, less thick. Then you have that German curry. I don't even know how to describe it. That they put on the curry verse out there. That's another type of curry. Butter chicken, yeah, butter chicken slaps. Apparently it's the national dish of the UK. Sorry about my dog. Korma? Oh yeah. Should I start a hardcore character? I mean, you know my answer, man.
Well,
I'm not gonna tell you no. It's a lot of fun, man. Just give it a shot. If you give it an honest shot and like really take it seriously, like I think you're gonna really love it. Man knows his curry. Yes, I do. I know my noodles. I know my curry. That's some of the. I mean. It's just so satisfying. For me, like noodles, curry, I mean, what's the most hearty dish for you guys? Or like, let's say it's a bone-chillingly cold night. You spent the whole day out laboring, doing something that's like physically intensive. You feel kind of sickly. You're not fully sick, but you just feel a little bit off. You're winded, you're bone-chilled, you're hungry as hell. What does that go to? For me, it's probably hot bowl of soup with noodles, right? Like some kind of like, it could be pho, it could be some kind of ramen, could be udon, could be, yeah, probably one of those 3, or maybe some kimchi jjigae, which is like a Korean dish with kimchi in it, spicy. and then some like curry and rice or something like that. I mean, it doesn't get better than
Oh,
that.
brah.
Probably just triggered everybody. Everybody's super hungry now. 6 cheeseburgers, my man. 6 cheeseburgers. Chili with white rice. Chili, chili. Yeah, chili is one of those hearty dishes as well, for sure. Mashed potatoes and sausage. You're gonna go make lunch. Damn, I'm hungry as fuck now. Yo, I'm gonna about to end the stream. Chicken pot pie. I'll hang in there for 15 more minutes, 5.5 hours, and then we'll call it. Should we go to Thousand Needles now? Is it about that time? Let's go Southern Barons and do some of this canned stuff. Knock that away.
For the whole.
I'm hanging in there, man. I didn't eat anything all day. Black beans with chicken and rice. Notice there's a trend here. You know, chili, beans, rice. There's something about that class of food. It's just, to me, like a cheeseburger. I love cheeseburgers, but I don't consider it like a hearty meal to warm me up on that cold, dark, windy day, right? I don't know why. Like a cheeseburger is like social. There's people over, barbecue, summer, spring. You know, you're eating just to eat. Okay, I'm gonna eat like a maniac. Your fault. You need like a stew or a soup, yeah. Cheeseburger with an egg on top? Yeah, cheeseburger with an egg on top. Hey, you guys like avocado on cheeseburger too? You ever try avocado on sandwiches? Exiting the station at Bahnhof Zoo, I'm getting a currywurst and a bratwurst from a street vendor. Yo, that's triggering me, man. That sounds amazing. I lived in Prague as a kid in the Czech Republic. Prague is a beautiful city. I hope someday everybody gets to go there and check it out. It's like, I don't know, man, like Harry Potter, but like real life. I mean, all the buildings are so historic and old. Been around for hundreds, I don't want to say thousands because I'm gonna look like an idiot, but definitely hundreds of years. Cobblestone streets. And I'll tell you, there's something about going into like Winchester Square, which is like their main little iconic area of Prague. You go there, you go to a street vendor, and you get some of the sausages with the bread. Oh my god, man. I would pay $100 for that right now. Taste that. They also have these kind of croquets that I never had anywhere else. It's, I think in Germany and Prague, Czech Republic, they go hard with the croquettes. I don't think they even have croquets in America. Avocados aren't ecologically sustainable. Coming out with the big brain. Speaking of ecologically sustainable, you know, bananas as we know it are pretty much gone. Right? I forgot what they're called. Like, I just call them the Henry Cavill bananas, something like that. Have you been to Slovakia? Maybe. I mean, I lived in Prague kind of shortly after the fall of the wall in Czech Republic, right? I was a little kid. I went to International School of Prague, and I think that was shortly after that wall came down. So I think already at that point, Slovakia was independent, right? Because it used to be Czechoslovakia, so probably. Croquette. Korean shops in my town sells amazing ham and cheese filled croissants. Oh yeah, dude, Korean bakeries. I don't know what it is about the Korean bakeries. Actually, you know what? Yo, Vietnamese bakeries. So I think it's the French influence. There's this one type of bakery. It's a chain. Something's called Paris something. Oh, dude, amazing bakeries. Is your video settings contrast also set to hardcore mode? Why? Because it's so dark, or it's so different. If you do like the look of the game, by the way, and it does look pretty. This is always that time of the day on the server that I always point out where everything looks like sun-kissed and super nice. If you like the way the game looks and you want to try to mess around with it, type !UI into the chat. It'll bring up a video tutorial. Tulajor, that's another one. Yeah, there's another one called something Paris, but yeah, Tulajor is actually the main one. You're right. Absolutely. Tulajor is really good. Bondies, oh yeah. My wife is half Vietnamese, guys. She turned me on to the Vietnamese food, man. I'll tell you, that's one of the sleepers here in America. I think a lot of Americans aren't aren't woke to the Vietnamese food. It's really good. All this food talk, man. I'm hanging in there like 15, 20 more minutes and get something to eat. I might actually go Vietnamese food today. My big issue with going hard for the hardcore challenge is I know nothing about horde leveling and questing. We'd say that could be a blessing though, man, just in the sense that it's like a new game. It's a fresh game. Right? There's nothing to min-max or whatever. You just gotta survive. That's it. You can take it slow as you need to, and just figure it out. Honestly, that's probably more of a benefit. It's gonna feel like a totally fresh game playing the other faction. You're lucky, man, if you still have a lot of content to explore in Classic WoW. Yo, believe it or not, I still learn stuff week to week, little tidbits about the game, even after all these years playing. How old are you? I'm 29. Turning 30 in about a month, man. A little over a month, thankfully. Put your F's in the chat for me, man. Turning 30, man. Soon. Month and change. IRL Hardcore Challenge. Being 30. Just died on my 27th Priest in Hillsbrad. Yo, I'm so sorry to hear that. I didn't see it in the guild, though. In the guild chat. Were you Alliance? Alliance dying in Hillsbrad. Yo, who's Sofix, my man, with the tier 1. Argo is keeping the momentum going. Yo, Sofix, are you back in the saddle, man? That was probably the most terrifying death clip I've ever watched. Ever in hardcore. Bro, I felt that so hard, man. You worked so hard on that road, dude. That was the most heartbreaking death clip. Like, to say you hate to see it is an understatement. That was, like, that was brutal, man. Most people were like, I watch it one time, never again. What was the clip? You guys don't want to see it, trust me. What new abilities do you get? IRL at 30? What new abilities? Oh my god. No, I think you get a couple debuffs. I don't know about abilities. You get some, you get some equity in your house. Accumulating. Yo, Coco Waters with the tier 1, man. Thank you so much. I'm currently on a 1-month streak. Appreciate the re-up, man. Thanks for being the spark behind hardcore community. You man card. Nice of you to say, man. Good to have you here. You get wake up and soar at 30. You get yeah, I don't know, man. I just like that we have a community of a lot of people because most of us are in the same age bracket. It's comforting, right? If I were to play another game and stream another game, like let's say CSGO or something, it'd just be a bunch of Zoomers. Nothing against them. I mean, they're gonna be living longer than me, but you know, you'd be feeling, I don't know, maybe a little self-conscious or a little bit, you know, it's cool in Classic WoW. I feel like most of us are in the same age, going through the same shit, getting married, having kids, getting houses, whatever, getting just out in the workforce, doing whatever. That's super comforting, man. Going into the big 3-0, having this whole squad of people that are kind of able to like feel you on that. It's good stuff. I'm a Zoomer playing WoW. There are some WoW Zoomers playing Classic WoW. That's cool. That's actually really cool. Well, I mean, you consider yourself a Zoomer. How old are you? Oh, Understomp. Oh, nice, man. Like, I don't know what the cutoff for Zoomer is. If a Boomer is 30 up, what is well, the meme version of Boomer, the real Boomer is like baby Boomer. Considered like Graze is barely a Zoomer, man. Graze is 24 or something. That's like barely Zoomer. $19.17. Holy smokes! Wow. To be honest, I never really visualized the people watching me as 19, 17-year-olds, all that. That's really, really cool though. Like, you know, that's awesome that you guys are, you know, into Classic WoW. It feels like another reality ago for me, man, when I think back to high school. Let alone middle school, man. I'm the high-end Zoomer, 23. The high-end Zoomer. 19, 22, 22. Turning 30 next May. You start making noises when you get in and out of your car at 30. Yo, that's hilarious, man. I actually feel you on that. Little grunts. Alright, let's get this done. Excavators. Yeah, these are pretty level 23 quests. That should be a piece of cake, right? Back when gaming was actually low-key unacceptable if you wanted to be cool. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know what the meta is in school right now. Isn't that weird? Like, so right now, I mean, there are some people who are like in high school. So gaming is, I mean, like everybody games, right? It's just a matter of what game you play. Probably some games are considered cooler than others. Classic WoW is still probably considered pretty damn nerdy, I would imagine. World of Warcraft. Yo, back when we played WoW, you know, when I was going through school, it was something a lot of people covered up, right? You had friends who were like, they wouldn't admit it that they played WoW. Like, it was super low-key. Like, I had friends like that with a lot of athletes. In high school, I played football, like American football. I played basketball. I played tennis. Tennis was always my jam. But I had a lot of friends who were like athletic like that, and they just, it would be the ultimate like scarlet letter for them to admit that they played WoW, but they played a ton of WoW.
Dark lady, watch over you.
I'm so glad I remembered that. I totally forgot that was a thing. Always covered it up. Only my closest friends knew I played WoW. Yeah. No, I rocked it. I told people. I was. It was like a kind of a fun thing back during the school days. Like when you talk to somebody and you know, they were considered kind of like cool, or at least just not. I don't know. And you'd be like, "Yo, you play WoW too?" That was always like, kind of like a talking point. Man. Set up some totems. We're about to massacre these Bale Dunes. Yeah, full suite of totems here. Your late 20s is making up your mistakes in your early 20s and being glad you're not 30. Yo, the late 20s just flew though, dude. It wasn't the late 20s just flew. I mean, I still remember turning 21 pretty damn vividly. Kind of feels like just yesterday. I feel that so hard down to the tennis. Hell yeah, man. Graze always makes fun of me. Graze came over and about to play ping pong, and Graze was talking it up like he was this ping pong legend. He's a good player too, don't get me wrong. Like, he can beat most people when it comes to ping pong, like 100%. You can tell he put hundreds of hours in. But he's like, I have a ping pong table at my house, you know? And he was like, yo, so you play ping pong, you're good at ping pong? And I was like, I play some racket sports. And I fucked him up at ping pong, I'm not gonna lie. I'm decent at ping pong. I mean, if you have a ping pong table, you have to hold it down, right? Like, you can't just be like bad at ping pong on a ping pong table. But, you know, you name it, any racket sport, badminton, squash. Squash is awesome. I love squash, tennis, racquetball, whatever. I love all racket sports. I haven't played in, it's kind of sad to say, but I haven't played tennis in probably over a year, you know, since all the pandemic and everything, man. No tennis. Hate to see it. Squash is fire? Oh yeah, it's not too popular in the States, squash, but it's fun, man. You can really swing. Yeah, it's funny, my wife, she learned, like, I learned squash way after I learned tennis. I've been playing tennis since I was in the eye, right? My wife, she learned squash first, so you can imagine what happened, right? She learned squash, so you're really smacking the nut, man, when you're playing squash. You know, the thing is just like zipping around you. It's this little ball that's basically like dead, this little hard rubber ball. So she learned squash first, then we start playing tennis, and she is like swinging for the fences, dude. Just going through cans of balls. Alright, let's go get his journal. Do you see YouTube chat also? Yeah, I do. Yeah, of course. I have them up right next to each other. If I'm a little behind on something, my bad. I just get derailed sometimes. Who's your favorite pro tennis player? Probably, I mean, I don't want to give you a normie answer. I want to give you some kind of like cool answer. Cool answer? I mean, I want to say Nadal, but I got to give you a better answer than that. I'll give you one of my like tennis heroes. My tennis heroes were like Agassi and Sampras, right? So there's that. I also really like Philippoussis. I watched him play in the Australian Open one time. I was like rooting for him hard, but I just remember seeing Agassi and Sampras play for the first time at the U.S. Open in New York, man. It's just incredible to see these guys that I've been watching on TV see him in person. So maybe probably Pete Sampras or Andre. Oh, Becker? Boris Becker? Serena? There was also, yeah, I forgot his first name. Was it Jeff Blake or whatever? He's from Yonkers, New York. And I went to Yonkers Tennis Center growing up. James Blake, I'm pretty sure his name. James Blake, yeah. So James Blake, he went to my same tennis club, where I like, you know, and that was always like kind of a thing of pride, like at our tennis club, you know, that he went there and, you know, did all our lessons and round robins at Yonkers Tennis Center. So he's up there for me in terms of top. He wasn't like some amazing player, like in terms of internationally recognition and stuff. But... Oh, Roddick, yeah, Roddick was that like hothead, like young type energy, big serve. James Blake does a ton of commentating now. He's made a good life gig for himself. That's what's up, man. Went to the same tennis club as him. Turn down the brightness or what? Metodi, it looks really dark to you or what? No, it's been pretty much the same, man. But I've been getting that feedback throughout the day. I might take another look. I did change some of the reshade settings to try to make it look a little bit better, but I may have made it too dark. It's possible. At the same time, it's getting towards the end of the day on the server light, so things will be looking darker and darker with each passing minute and hour. What's the easiest, hardest class that you know death on? The easiest class, you have to unpack that a little bit, because easiest doesn't mean, it depends how you want to talk about easiness. Like if you want to talk about easiness in terms of the statistical chance that you hit 60 with no deaths, pound for pound, I do believe that is Paladin. But when you factor in real life, there's a brick wall for Paladin once you get to about 40 or so, where it slows down, your kill speed's so low, and most people just never finish the Paladin. They get a Paladin to like 40 and then they just walk away from it because it just takes so freaking long to kill anything. So while Paladin is the safest, I do believe, because you have the most oh shit buttons, you know, if you know how to play hardcore and you go for a nifty or you go for swiftness potion and you know how to bubble and just yeet on out of there, gun to my head if I had to save myself. You know, like if I was in a Saw movie and to get out of the contraption I had to like level a character with one life and had one shot at it, I would play Paladin. But that doesn't mean it's the best necessarily. The hardest is Warrior. Everybody's on the same page with that, right? Warrior's the hardest. 4 minutes, only 4 minutes. Excavator. I love WoW Classic. I watch you on my 60-inch screen. Cheers. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, I actually love watching streams on TV. I feel like I'm in the future. Anybody feel me on that? Use that YouTube app. I don't think they have a Twitch app on these smart TVs. I don't know why. Mine don't, at least on all my smart TVs. But yeah, pull up that YouTube app, get a stream going. It's kind of crazy. Do people raid on hardcore? No. My Paladin is 41. How true, man, right? Yeah, it's so true, man. So true. It's not like they're weak. It just like it's almost look for it. Like if you're watching somebody level up a paladin just for the lulz, track their progress and see how they do when they hit like 40. They're probably gonna go to a standstill and never touch it again, unless they're super motivated and they push through. Paladin's a class you level like one time per like server. You know, like I'm struggling to get through mine. I'm using 48 right now. It's super fun the first time through though, especially if you're tanking and doing all that. But Toshiba Fire TVs have Twitch? Gotcha. Probably because it's called a Fire TV, and Fire is Amazon Fire, and Amazon owns Twitch. There it is. Need 2 more foremen. Let's see if we can find them though. What is endgame content then? Like, what do you do at max? You pretty much just start all over again in hardcore. I mean, you can technically keep your character and do whatever you want, right? But the people that are attracted to hardcore a lot of the time actually just enjoy the leveling experience, right? So the journey is the destination for them. So once you hit 60, you just kind of like keep it there as a trophy, you know? You might touch it in PvC, but there's not really any endgame at hardcore right now. Thoughts on a hardcore boomkin? I think it would be cool. I think Druid's a good choice in hardcore just because they're very gear independent and you don't really get much good gear in hardcore. What class count is Rogue? In what set? Like, I'm assuming you're just thinking 1v1, right? 1v1 versus Rogue. Warlock counters pretty much everybody. They're the pound for pound heavyweight champions. They go the right spec. Other than Warlock, Hunters counter Rogues pretty well. They do pretty good against Rogues. Other than that, those are probably the Rogue's 2 main weaknesses. Mage versus Rogue is probably the most storied and legendary duel matchup. It's a 50-50. Rogue versus Mage. It's like the creme de la creme of the duel. You know, golden standard for classic WoW dueling. Rogue Mage, so you're about tied there. Priest versus Rogue, I think the Rogue will probably just... I mean, I don't know, Shadow Priests are nasty duelers. Honestly, I remember Serana, he's a rank 14 Rogue. He's a friend of the channel. I did a lot of stuff with him early in the classic content life cycle. He was telling me that the highest levels of play, Rogue is pretty much unfavored versus all matchups, including Warrior. No, I think he said with the exception of Warrior, but even in ultra late game gear, like in the post-Naxxramas era, the Warrior is actually